around the bell at 15.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's begin. So, Assalamualaikum and good morning everybody. Okay. So today I would like to give a training, okay, regarding the fire safety for household. This one I dedicated this program only for the household because we are focusing on the household to all the members here. So my name is Muhammad Gaddafi, okay, with Johan Kalula. So I'm a local from Cairns, now staying in Penang. So this is my profile. Okay, basically I am the registered engineer. Okay, coming soon to become the professional engineer. So I have experience with occupational safety and health. Okay, more than 10 years. So this one is my certification. Okay, from NIOS, National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. So we move to the learning outcome. Okay, by the end of session, okay, we want to have all participants able to extinguish a small fire that occur in their house. Okay, using a normal fire extinguisher according to the OSHA recommended method. Okay, I highlight this certain word here. So we move to the first part. Okay, what is fire accident? Okay, what is fire accident definition? So fire accident is actually an unplanned event that involve a flame or heat or fire. Okay, this one is an unplanned event. Okay, that's why we call an accident. Okay, something we plan, we not call it accident. So we have the accident is unplanned, then we have a fire, it's a heat or flame. Okay, see the situation there? It's unplanned, right? Okay, it's unplanned. Okay, the man who caught a fire in the kitchen. Okay, this is normal cognitive action. What we are doing when the situation like that happen to us at our home. Okay, first we see the fire. Okay, the fire, the flame, okay, inside the kitchen, inside the house. Okay, normally what we are thinking is having a heat. Okay, having a heat, fire will get a heat. Okay, so we want to pour some water. Okay, okay, to stop the fire, to stop the heat. This is our normal cognitive. But the thing is, okay, if the water is less density from the source, okay, then it's good. It will happen. Okay, we stop the fire. It will stop the fire if the water is less density than source. But what happens if the water is high density from the source? Okay, in this case, okay, like the guy, okay, by being inside the pot, it has a fat or oil. This one is less density than water. That's why the fire is going up. Okay, so it's not working. You are using a water, it's not working at all. So it's all about the density of the source. It's all about the density of the source. So you have to choose the right way to stop the fire, to extinguish the fire. So this one we move to the next. It's the fundamental of fire. Okay, this one is a normal and it's a fundamental basic of the fire. How the fire will start? So the first one, we will have oxygen. Okay, the oxygen is around us. Okay, where we can see we have 21% of the atmosphere is consisted of oxygen. Then the second one, we need an ignition. Okay, ignition is very dangerous, very sensitive. Okay, it's not start from fire, maybe start from the electrical part, so maybe start from the friction. Okay, as long it creates the heat, then we call it as a ignition. The third one is a fuel. Okay, source. What can be burned? What can be caught by fire? Then with all these three items inside here, then we will have a fire in the middle. Okay, if one of these things is not exist, there is no fire. Okay. So we move to the next potential, household that can ignite the ignition. So obviously from your stove, we have fire already. Okay, we are using gas. Okay, then we will have fire. Second one, from electrical part, electrical device. Okay, we have heater. We are using a rice cooker. Okay, in this case, okay, this guy using a iron. Okay, you can see right, the iron didn't have any fire, but still can burn the clothes. So this one is the ignition. You can see the source of the heat. Next, we move to the potential material. What is the fuel? Okay, what is the material that easily can caught by fire, caught by the ignition? First one is a foam. Okay, foam. Okay, it's a material. It's a cushion or any sort of foam. Okay, any sort of foam. So foam easily can get caught by a fire and also easy to be burned. So next one, we have a pattern or cloth. This one also easy, okay, to be caught by fire. So next, we move to the consequences of fire accident. Okay, consequences. What is the consequences? If we had a fire accident in our house, so you can see here, our house burning. So we totally we lost the house. So today we come out from house. Then when we come back, house is burning. So next day or tonight we need to sleep outside from the house. Okay, because the house is already gone. So how much it cost to us? Okay, this one is value from Penang, I think, for 1 million for a landed house. But I guess, okay, might be 1 million. Okay, this one we lost a property. Okay, might be also you have a car. Okay, you keep car inside the Porsche. Okay, might be you lost the house and also the car. Okay, that estimate your car is 500,000, so you will lost 1.5 million from the fire accident. So next, we move to the consequences, the second consequences. So what you can see here, this one is family, it's our family, it's human, it's creatures, it's a living thing. Okay? You can see the babies, okay, the child, all smiling. So this one is something that is intolerable. We cannot lose this thing. We cannot lose this because of fire accident. Okay, why I can say this? Because this one is priceless.
Yeah.
Okay, priceless. No value is similar to the family. And also, it was irreplaceable. Okay, no matter how you can find other partner or other family or other child, but it's still not the same. That's why we cannot accept these losses. Okay, we cannot accept these losses because of the fire accident. Okay, this one is a message to all the family head. Okay, family head, he is a man, but if you are single, so I salute you all because you are playing two parts. You are the man, and you are the woman also. Okay, let's see what he says. Women and children can afford to be careless, but men. Okay, so men, you cannot be careless. You must ensure your family is safe and stay at home. Okay, you cannot be careless. Okay, this one is a quote by Don Vito Corleone. Okay, this one is my favorite movie. Okay, my favorite movie. Don Corleone. So remember, man.
Yeah,
So Sorry to all brothers. Cannot be careless. So next, we move to the simple or basic fire fighting equipment. What we should have at our home. Okay, so we have four types here. But now we are focusing for the ABC type. Okay, because you can go to extinguish a vapor, a liquid, a solid, a liquid, and also the electrical. So that's why we are focusing on this. So next, how to use the fire extinguisher according to OSHA method. Okay, let's do it here. So you must remember this power word. So as our goal here, we want to pass, right? So the power word also pass. P-A-S-S. Okay, pass. What do you mean by pass? First one is pull. Pull what? The pin. So second part A. A what? A is aim. Aim to the source. Source of fire. Then this one is squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze the lever. This one is sweep. So you move left and right. Okay, during the extinguish. Okay, good. So it's pass. So as similar as our goal, you need to remember. It's pass. Okay, let's do some demonstration here. So let's see. Okay, this is electrical part. Okay. Assume this is a fire. Okay, this is fire. No, okay. Okay. This one is a now it's burning. Okay, now it's burning. Okay. Let me use some sanitizer first. So I use this thing. Okay, this one is a basic one. Okay, 1 kilo. Okay, 1 kilo. Okay, we put here. The thing is on fire. Okay, first one we need to do the pull. So this is the pin. You pull the pin. Okay, then we lift like this. We aim. Aim to what? We aim to the source, not to the fire, because we want to extinguish the source. Then one we aim already to the source. Then we press the lever. Okay, squeeze, and then we do the sweep left and right. Okay, easy to understand. So anybody volunteer to try this, please come to front and let's try this one time. So especially the man, cannot be careless, man. Yeah, come over. Thanks a lot. Better try it now. Okay. Left side. Yes. Better.
Okay, so first is on the fire, and then I put the pin.
Okay.
And the sauce, not on the fire.
Okay, good.
Okay, and then squish the and sweet. Is it correct?
Yes.
Real man.
Very fascinating, right? Less than 2 minutes, you can understand, you can do, and you can practice already. So this man already complete. Start. Okay?
Certified man.
Yeah, certified man.
King is man.
Yeah. So, as a conclusion here, okay, let me move to the other side. Okay, firefighting equipment shall be installed to each home. Okay, to ensure not just us, but our family is safe. Then also, OSHA method should be trained. Okay, we have the equipment, okay, without the training, it's useless because nobody can use the thing, can use the equipment. So, first thing is come for the equipment, provide the equipment. Second part, do the training, all the family members. Second thing, the third thing is be prepared for any possibilities. Okay, as we can see, the fire hazard. Okay, the fire hazard is around us only. Everything is, we have a fire hazard. Okay, we have a stove, we have fire, we have electrical stove, okay, or fire. So now we move to the Q&A session. So anybody got any question regarding this presentation, this training? Can throw some question, answer. Yes.
So when do we actually call the bomba?
Okay, a good question. So first thing, okay, when the fire is small, when the fire is occur and small, you cognitive, okay, you cognitive say, I can control this fire. So that's why we are using the fire extinguisher. Okay, we want to minimize the risk, we want to minimize the losses. So this is important. Okay, not the fire start then you run away. No, it's not like that. As long you can think that this fire I can control, then you control. Once the thing is out of control, of the fire is bigger already, then you first thing you need to evacuate first, and then next thing is call the bomber. So this is important. Okay, any more question? Okay.
Just want to ask, why do we have aim at the source, not at the fire?
Okay, so good question. Why is not aim to the fire? Okay, why is the source? Because the source, we know the source, we have ignition over there, and also we have the heat over there. So if you attack to the fire, it won't stop the heat, it won't stop the ignition. So that's why we attack to the source of the fire. Okay, good question also. Because if you just throw to the fire, and then the fire is become a more bigger actually, and won't stop the fire. Okay, I think we end the session. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Galapi. I realize so simple to be a real man. TASS, pass. Thank you, King, also for helping out. Alright. Okay. Since Jeff just arrived, Royden, are you okay to go first?
I may.
Thank you, man.
Just a short announcement to all of us today. You actually tell the timekeeper when would you prefer the bell to be rung. So we all know that there is a 5-minute indicator and a 1-minute indicator. So later on I will ask you, but if you can just tell the timekeeper that maybe the 5th minute you want the bell rung. So yeah, just an information for you. Okay.
Yeah, this will be my.
Thank you. Okay, to participants, one more time, a big round of applause for Royden.
Yeah, can I start now? Okay. Yeah, good morning everyone. Can you hear me clear? Yeah. So my title will be CNC machine manufacturing. Anyone here know about CNC machine? Anyone? Understand? No. Okay, basically just okay, I control my right hand go up, then it's easily go up. So if anyone sleepy now or very feel energetic, can stand up. Anyone? 2, 3, yeah, you can stand up. Okay, please. Yeah, borrow me your. You just follow my instruction, right? Follow my instruction. Use your right hand to show like this. Alright, thank you. So, put it down. Use your left hand to show 45 degrees.
How much?
Yeah, sit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can sit down. I will tell you how about 45 degrees. So, this is about a CNC machine. You need something programmed to operate it. It's not your brain easily to control your hand. Yeah. So, of course, the intermediate communication, they have programming. Yeah. So by the end of the 15-minute section, the learner will be understand machining process on the mental part, manufacturing with a different qualification. So what is CNC machine? So basically, this is a material. A material after cutting it becomes a part. Yeah. So definitely they require a program to synchronize with the machine. The type of machine, we have two types. Mostly in the market, we have two types. There is a milling machine and the so-called turning machine. Yeah. So basically, turning machine is for the round part, and the turning is just only cutting the surface, and the milling will cut whatever the shape they are doing. Yeah. So the traditional machine is like this. So operate by hand, very conventional. And the CNC machine, this is so-called, we have the CNC over here. CNC stands for computerized numerical control. Yeah. So you input the programming here and ask the hand move over here. This is the so-called spindle. So you put the material over there. Yeah. So this is a turning machine. Yeah. So the industry segment that we cover for this CNC machine, this is a medical, implant, instrument, or orthopedics product. Yeah. So aerospace industry, which is a cover of engine case, all metal parts in aerospace industry. And of course, we are very familiar with automotive. Yeah. So of course, everyone is driving a car, but don't know how is a car made from, and what is metal parts qualification behind the stories. So semicon industry as well, and oil and gas. Oil and gas actually, we are just cover on the part qualification. It's not the drill on the sea. And also mold and die industry. Mold and die industry actually is covered a lot. Just recyclers, especially this pointer and the bottle. Okay. Yeah. So different industry, they have a different ISO standard qualification. Yeah. So for medical will be 13485. 13485. And this aerospace industry is 91, so-called AS. Somebody is so-called very easily short form AS. Did you achieve our AS qualification? So this is AS 9100. And for automotive industry is TS basically. People will name it TS. And semicon industry is many of they have many of the qualification, but for part qualification, which is only focused on ISO, which is we are familiar. Yeah, I guess also the same, and also more and die as well. Okay, so how the CNC machining works and operate? Basically, you need a CAD, which means CAD design, and transform it to the CAM, which is so-called programming. And then we need to have a machine tools, yeah, some sort like accessories, then a clamping, which is to clamp the material, and also the cutters. Yeah, so these all combination together, which is so-called precision engineering. It's not named about engineering. We are doing a very precisely engineering. So in the material group, in the ISO qualification, we have a P stand for steel, and M stand for stainless steel, K stand for cast iron, and for non-ferrous material, and some more people are like hardened material. I will show it here because of the different material classification. They have a different cutting method. Yeah, because you cannot use a very small knife to cut a big tree, right? Okay. So let's see some video here. Yeah, this is the tool holder. Yeah, so we need to frame material. Okay, of course, you need the programming cycle start. So this is the cutting of the actual material. Whatever shape you need, you just program it. As long as the programmer is able to write the program, you can just cut the Iron Man head. Yeah. Okay, so now is the time about the quiz. I wish to test someone else. Just now I mentioned that medical line they have different ISO. So what is the ISO classification that you remember?
Yes. Aerospace.
Yes, aerospace. Medical line? Semicon? Yeah. No one? Or we change to automotive line?
Yes.
Yes, oh, very good. Oh, you get the gift. Definitely for tomorrow. Thank you. So, yeah, I think almost end of my slide. Any question on the floor? No question? Yes, please. Ladies first. Is it okay?
No, I just want to ask, CNC machines are exactly like replacing the human beings that we are doing all the things.
No.
No, because I saw that like the semicon is showing semicon and actually to show that they are operating the small. Is that the machine?
Yes.
So that's called CNC machine.
No, CNC is operated by the numerical programming, and not to say that to replace human, because the machine also need human to control. Yeah, so trained to be talent, human trained to be talent. Of course, nowadays most of the people talking about Industry 4.0, and for this manufacturing line, 4.0 is also a very big gap challenging, because as you can see, this is a so-called computerized control, but this is only 2.0, not until 4.0. Yeah, I hope that I answer your question. Yeah, David, please.
So you are saying this one is a precision engineering?
Yes.
Okay. Besides, I mean, what is the minimum video they can do for the precision?
This is a very much good question. Yeah. Okay. Basically, different segment industry, their requirement is different. It's about I can say that it's about 5 micron. 5 micron that is so-called the precision, the tolerance. Yeah. For the cutting side will be 50 micron, the smallest. Yeah. So thank you for the question. I think I will beforehand I will show this picture. This is what you think. Hair, right? Anyone know about the hair diameter? No. Can you help yourself to check on the Google? Hair diameter. Good. Yeah, because the hair diameter for the ladies is different. Yeah, 17 micron. Yeah, you get the answer. 17 micron until it's about 0.1 mm. We saw 1.1 mm, which is 100 micron. So, yeah, our just now that Gandhi asked, yeah, our in our industry, the best tolerance that we can control is about 5 micron. So you can you divide and see it is 5 micron we cannot even use our eyes to see see and measure. Yeah, we need something device to measure that. Okay, thank you. I think I will end my topic today.
You wrote it.
Yeah.
You want to feel like Iron Man here, I'll come find you.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we get.
This is my. Okay, thank you so much.
Let's give a big hand to Gabriel.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
very good. Okay. Can anybody tell me what Steve Jobs, very good, and Oprah Winfrey. Yes, Oprah. And another one, the most handsome guy. Why is the most handsome guy? Because he's rich enough. Yes, Steve Jobs and Oprah. Another one is Donald Trump. So anyone still can remember what is their famous slogan or their famous quote? Steve Jobs is say what? Hungry.
Oh, stay hungry, stay full.
Very good. Then how about Oprah? Anything you can imagine, you can create. That's famous, okay? And how about Donald Trump? He's the most famous thing. He was a president of US. So what is his slogan?
I like beautiful woman.
Make America
Yeah.
great again. But the most famous is you are fired, right? Anybody watch the Apprentice before?
Yeah.
Yes, right. But now, do you still remember that? It's still can so-called recall, right? But it's not. But the words that inside your mind is you are fired. Alright? Okay. That is called branding. So thank you everybody. My name is Yadren. I'm here today to share the topic brand yourself. Okay? So what is branding? Can anybody tell what is branding? Yes, and okay. Anybody sure anyone know him, right?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? When you look at him, what first words come out from your mind? Amazon, right? I know him. I look at him. Okay, I don't know what his name, but I know he's from Amazon. So means that he's represent Amazon. Yeah, his name is Jeff Bezos. Am I pronunciation correct? Right? Yes, right. And then he say, brand your brand is what other people say about you when you are not in the room. means that gossip behind you. Can I say like that? Say something behind you. So what you want to hear from other people about you? Gossip or specialty? Right? Also specialties. Right? Takkan dia nak tengah bukan kan? But all of these topics are created by us. It's all planned. Are you agree that? Yes, right? Actually, yes, okay? So, everything is delivery, we call it. Everything is planning, right? So, this is why customer branding is so important. Because you are a writer in your whole life. You are the story creator about yourself, right? So, but now, you will show. So, since you know the importance of personal branding, but how? I don't know how to do it. So, I come up 3 points. Okay, it's called DDS. Discover your core identity is like a thumbprint. Differentiate yourself and show your brand to the world. Okay, what is discover your core identity and how? Show you something. Okay, now, can you see these 3 circles here? Actually, I don't know. Actually, I got an animation, but I don't know how come disappear. So, come up your interest, what you like to be. What is your hobby? For example, I make an example. I like shopping, okay? I like buying, spend like no end, okay? So, I like fashions, okay? So, and then what is my skill? What is, means that I can just do the thing like that, mix and match. Okay? Thing do like that means shopping, am I right? Shop, and then I love buying because I know where to get the cheaper price and high value product. Okay? Now, your personality, what you love to work with. So like, I love to deal with smart people, example. I love to deal with what's it called? I love to deal with challenge, okay? So from here, from your interest, from your skills, and from your personality, so you need to score. So maybe buying is your interest, okay? Buying you need to match. You go shopping, okay? So all these things is going here. So you need, for example, here smart people. So I love to stay in a colorful environment. Okay, so colorful come in here. So this is my whole value, identity. This is my so-called G-spot. That's spot, okay? So this is my spot. Okay, look at this. What you think that? What is my career about based on this chart? Can you think about what I'm doing? I may be a buyer, right? Maybe a fashion designer, maybe tailor, or negotiator on the buying side. Okay? So my career is merchandiser can be, right? So I can be a merchandiser or buyer based on my interest, skill, and personality. So means that this is what I love to want to be, right? Alright, yes, right? So this is who are you? So you can get to know who are you from this chart. Right? Now next, differentiate yourself. What makes you so different? So from here, what you need? You need to identify your target audience, means your customer. And what is your value to your customer? This is, so from here, you need to These are what is your customer job. For example, Kathy. So Kathy is a accountant, right? Lawyer, or maybe it's accountant, okay? So, what accountant? So you can imagine, normally accountants spend a lot of time on number. So when it comes to the closing period, right, they may don't have time to sleep. So what she did? She gained rapport, she gained money, right? But what is not paid? She got no time to spend with her family. She got no time shopping, right? So always the jacket is red, white, red, white, red, white. Am I right? So now come to me. What is my product service? Just I mentioned that my job is buyer, right? I can go shopping. I love shopping, so I can take her pay to convert to a gain. So I help her to go shopping. So I am a pay. I am the game creator. So that is my value. This is my value, okay? So means that I take customer pain plus my skill equal to my value. So now you know where I stand on, okay? So the next, show your brand. Anyone here don't have Facebook? See, none of it. Or anyone here don't have IG? Okay, some of you don't have YouTube. And some of you may not have LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is too professional, right? You need to write a lot of things in. But still, you need to fully utilize of all these media. Build your credibility. Okay, tell your customer what you can help them. So, instead of showing all the what I did today, okay, my very first time, I also talk shit, okay, all these negative issues that show something about yourself in your media, in your Facebook, okay, to make you all more understand about the power of branding. So let's play a small game. Play a small game. Can you guys see there is a 2 cups of water in front of you? So, can you? So can you try on these 2 cups and then tell me what is the difference of these 2 water? Assume that it's not water. To make,
Why not wine?
there's water in front of you. There's two cups of water. And then you try it, taste it, and then tell me what is the difference. What is 2 water? Are they colorful? Alright, you can see no color out from them, right? Still a pen, still water, right? Any perfume smell? No, right? Okay, so now it's the water, right? But actually, assuming one is from cactus, one is from Vivian. Okay, this is Vivian, yeah. So anybody from the brand, you know which one is cheaper, which one is expensive, right?
Yeah.
But are there still water?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why you want to drink so expensive? This one, I have an experience, okay? I went to a restaurant, a so-called high-end restaurant, they charged me 50 ringgit for 1.5 liter water. This one. And then this one cannot be like that first one, because you can see from the shopping mall, that's so giant, all those, right? So what is that price? 50%. Satu bottle. The other one is 10 gallon. The design. Lazada is a cheap place consider, but still need 5 ringgit per bottle. This is 500 ml. So you can imagine where you put yourself, where is the value you are. Okay? So now, Q&A. Any questions? Let's try any introduce our ladies to Australian men now here. That the most handsome men in the world, another. It's you, don't turn around. Yes,
Okay, what make the customer are willing to pay for the high?
very good.
item?
What make you to pay? So, okay, what make me to pay 50 ringgit for 1.5 liter water?
Yeah.
Because of environment, because of branding. Okay, because of branding. I minum ini macam atas sikit lah, macam lah, but still water. Okay. Because this brand make me feel atas.
Okay.
So what this brand really work? First thing is visual, cantik packaging. Second thing is rasa. You macam atas. You minum ni orang atas ni, kan? So this is the branding what they are delivered to you. So this is one of the value. Right?
So you are attached to the features of the bottle.
Yes, correct. Perempuan lah memang cantik, beli. It's how it is, okay?
But you know, I would also say that Indian water is better distilled, better clean.
Of course, there is certain benefit inside the water, of course, if then can cost so such high price, but still, we are normal people, it's still for us, it's still water, right? So now, let's recap. What is the DDF just now? Discover your core identity by a thumbprint that is unique. Now, no one can copy. Differentiate yourself. Stand among all the crowd. Show your brand to the world. This is the most powerful thing. So one more bonus to all of you. So look at this. I will distribute this note to everyone. What is this? This is the canvas, personal branding canvas. Okay? You can go home and try yourself to list out the answer the form, and then from there you will more understand for yourself. Anything that you cannot get through about from this form, you can come back to me, and I'd love to seek for the advice for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you get, you will look into our personal branding. I think it's very important thing. We don't have social media. Are you living in Mars? No, I'm just kidding, okay? Personal preference. Okay, so moving on now, you have Art, will be coming up, right? Yeah, we'll be doing this presentation. Now, once again, just a reminder to all participants, you can actually tell the timekeeper at what minute you like your bell to be rung, at the 5th minute or at the last minute.
Sebelum saya lagi di yes. Okay.
You were saying the picture.
Okay. One more time, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. So, 안녕하세요.
Hello.
Oh, start one? Alright. Alright, so, hi, hello, I'm Azam. So, for today, we're going to, we have a very super short course today. So, I have invited here to teach you for the Korean language. So, first of all, so if we look at this flag, of course, maybe some first impression that we first I think like maybe some people think this one is Taoism punya symbol, right? So, but this is what if this one, right? So with this one kimchi, if I'm talking about kimchi, so of course now recently they have lot of kimchi, and then I have advertisement at the TV or any social media. Right, so of course if we relate this flag and this kimchi, of course Korea, right? It's also Korea, right? So before that, right? So before we go to this one, so usually youngsters, I think this one. So for those, I think this. I know some of you don't know this group, but some of you know this group, right? So how about we have we want to sing this song just a little bit, right? So you have the Romanized, but I will sing in the Korean character. Okay?
Okay.
Let's go. Very short. Oh, tak dengar. Kita dekat sini.
Is it the volume?
Projector.
There is a projector.
It's a speaker.
Oh, no.
Satu click the music kan?
Tapi ada music ni.
Okay, Tashi, once again, Tashi. Let's sing this song from the BTS, right? So let's go together. Okay, let's go. Okay, thank you very much. That is Arirang is one of the Korean folk song, right? So this is a sing again, a remake by BTS. Right. So what the Korean have. So what we're going to learn in this class. So during this class we will learn very short course. You will be able to have a simple greeting email and self introduction. You can introduce yourself in a Korean language with the correct pronunciation, right? Even though in 15 minutes, right? So let's go to the next one. Okay. So for example, if you go if you go to Korea, or maybe some Korean come here, then you want to meet them, make appointment, right? So come here, and then when you meet each other, so what you say? Usually we can say, of course, gentlemen. So we go to 안녕 하세요. 안녕 하세요. Okay, so you just bow a little bit, that's a little bit, right? So mean show respect to others. Right? So usually for the girls, you just make it polite, like just go a little bit, bow a little bit. Right? So for guys, to be gentlemen, over here, and then just bow a little bit. Right? So then what is the girl say? 네, 안녕하세요. 네, 안녕하세요. Yes, I'm hello. 네, 안녕하세요. Okay, don't worry. Okay, we will learn detail about that. Alright? So, this is the character. Oh, no. Alright, okay. Good, nice try. Okay, let's go one by one. Right, so in the next class we will go to the further in the Korean character. But for this time, in the introduction class, we will have the greeting first. Alright? So first, we're going to read this one by one. I've translated already. So this one is an. This one is nyong. This is ha. This is se. This is yo. So all together, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Okay, repeat after me. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
다시 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
다시 한번 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
When you meet the Koreans, so 안녕하세요 like this, or bow just a little bit, right? So 안녕하세요, and then what to answer? The answer is very super easy. Just repeat and then plus a little bit. Just plus a little bit about this word, right? So what it mean? Mean hi or hello, right? Hi or hello. This hello, not hello for this. No, it's hi, right? Hi or hello, right? So what you need to answer, just repeat once again and put the word ne. Ne mean yes. Ne. Okay, repeat after me. 네, 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
Okay, if I say to you, 안녕하세요, and then you,
네, 안녕하세요.
진짜 잘해요. Okay. Right, so 네, 안녕하세요. So, this also means like, yes, hi, hello. 네 means yes. Right. So, okay, so now we go to the so this one is 4 minute Korean, also Korean K-pop star, 4 minutes. But this song is quite long time ago. But this one I want to show you how we going to ask person name. Right? Through we are learning through K-pop song. Right? Okay. So how to ask your name? What is your name? Right. So listen carefully to this song. What the repeat word that they are saying? Okay. Dashi hanbon once again. Listen to the video, music video, and then try to catch up what they're trying to repeatedly say. Right. So. Okay, see? Oh, what?
Distracted by the
So what they are saying?
Boyo.
Last kali dengan you.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that? So, irmi moyo. Ada masalah?
Oh.
Irmi moyo. That's right. Alright. So how to say? How to ask person name in Korean language? So we say irmi moyo. Irmi moyo. Okay, now repeat after me. Irmi moyo.
Irmi moyo.
大家好, irmi moyo.
Irmi moyo.
That's right. So irmi moyo means what is your name? Yes, right. Right. So for this one, right? So we going to reply, right? So che means my, right? So not yet. Right? Che means my. I름 just now means name, right? So this part you can put your name here, okay? And then ada yeyo or ieo, which means is. So which one do you want to use? Okay, let's see. Okay, we try to look at this one, right? So why they have yeyo or ieo? Okay, so look at your name. Now look at your name. Okay, alright. So we have your name will contain with the end of your name is consonant or vowel, right? If your name end with a vowel, use yeyo. If your name end with vowel, use yeyo. Then if your name end with consonant, use ieo. Sorry. Actually, you use my class last time. Alright, so use ieo if your name end with consonant. Example. So this guy is Andy. Then his name ended with I. Yeyo. So use yeyo. Next one. Yeyo. So how to have Andy introduce himself? 제 이름은 Andy 예요. 제 이름은 Andy예요. Next one. 예요 or 예요. Remember? Right. So next one. Okay. How about this guy named Jongmin. Right. So end of his name is N, consonant N. Right. So we use 이에요. Right. So we use 이에요. So how Jongmin introduce himself? So 제 이름은 my name. 제 이름은 정민이에요. 제 이름은 정민이에요. So my name is 정민. Right. So is it okay? Can we introduce ourselves in Korean language?
Yes.
Maybe yes, no. Okay. Right. So last one. Right. Last one. We have a nice to meet you or glad to meet you. Right. So what is that? So 만나서 반가워요. So listen carefully. 만나서 반가워요. Okay, repeat after me. 만나서 반가워요. 만나서 반가워요. 오, 좋아요. 다시 한번 once again. 만나서 반가워요. 네, 좋아요. Okay. Now we recap what we learned just now. Alright. So if I ask you, alright. So seperti tadi. Can you try? Okay. If I ask you, 이름이 뭐예요?
제 이름이
Katie?
이에요.
이에요. Because T. Right? 오, 좋아요. We can try. The 이름이 뭐예요?
제 이름 데니얼이에요.
이에요. Daniel, L, 이에요. Because L, 이에요. Okay, 좋아요. Right, so remember. Right, so let's recap what we have learned just now. Right, so if I meet for the first time, so how I'm going to say hello? 안녕하세요. Right. So if you want to ask me what my name.
이름이 뭐예요?
다시. Ask my name in Korean English. 이름이
뭐예요?
제 이름은 아즈하예요. 제 이름은 아즈하예요. Right, so 만나서 반가워요. 만나서
만나서
반가워요.
반가워요.
Nice to meet you. Alright, so that's all for today. So kita jumpa lagi pada next time. Alright, so 우리 수업은 여기까지 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Aman.
Cakap salah, aku tak tahu. Kacau, relax mah.
Yang I ingat iya yo.
Wah, yo.
Iya, yo.
Iya yo.
Dalam Hokkien dia boleh tak?
So now we have added language into our bank. Wow. Thank you, Art. It's really helpful. Actually, we have a lot of Koreans in Malaysia. A lot of them in Penang actually, and also in Pahang, in KL. Yeah. All right. Next up we have Katie.
Jadi free money.
Katie, you want me to have this up, Katie?
Oh. Sure.
One more time, Katie.
Okay, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Is it loud enough for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so today I'm your presenter. I'm Katie Chong. So I'm a practicing lawyer in Malaysia, and then I have also a degree in financing accounting, and I'm chartered accountant as well. I'm also fellow of ACCA. So as you can see from the slide, today we are going for estate planning. So you see will and trust. Okay, so brief idea of what you're expecting.
You're on the another side, is it link your computer? Because I think link this computer for frequency.
This is a old one, Jeff.
Oh,
Just now I tried to.
see the
Right, we are talking.
mouse is moving.
All right, finally.
Okay, I'll continue. So now you're expecting something about estate planning. Okay, so have you ever thought that what type of properties you have? I think just now I just displayed something for you all to interact with me. So if someone say I bring money, have cars, I have property, so can you just raise it up? What properties that you're currently owning? Just simply raise it up. I can see by colors. House, okay, cars. What money? Is it? You have everything. Oh, good. You do not have everything. Okay, good. So since you have everything, did you actually thought of how to plan for your property inheritance? Okay, you have some red and green, yes or no. So who has actually planned for their property's inheritance? You can put it a yes. If no, just no. Okay, I think majorities you're having no. So I think this session is very beneficial to all you. So pay attention what I'm going to talk later. Okay, you see these two, this man and this lady, they are thinking of where should I plan my estate? What should I use? Okay. So the learning outcomes, by the end of the session, you will be able to understand the basic facts of estate planning. Okay. So later on, also to choose the one that best suitable to yourself. It's not that everyone say, okay, I like will, just now you say, I'll go with will. If you like trust, you go with trust. No, it's the one that best suitable to you. So after this course, then you will see which one is suitable. Also, what happens or what are the consequences if let's say you don't have a proper estate planning? There's an Act, Section 6 under Distribution Act 1958. I think no one is born yet. I said Cik Mus, right? Sorry, Cik Mus. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. So this act is still alive until now. It has some validity. So would you want to fall into that category? You will see. Okay. So next, what is an estate planning? Put it simple because layman. Okay. I don't want to difficult your position to understand what an estate plan. Put it simple. It's our plans on how to distribute our estate or our properties or our assets upon death. Sorry, if let's say someone is part-time here, so I think based on current situation of COVID, you shouldn't plan about that. So you have to plan properly. Later on, what are the available types of estate plannings? In the market or in the globe, there's a lot. But due to the constraint of the time of 15 minutes, I'm going to drill into two types. The two main ones that you can see from my first slide. Also, because I know we are multiracial, multi-religions, I'm going to exclude myself. We are going to talk about the generic estate planning. We'll exclude the Muslim because Muslim were under the Sharia law or the native in Sarawak or the Sabah, they will follow the succession ordinance. So we will focus on the generic one. If let's say you need some advice on the Muslim one, you can seek Cik Mus. I think he's happy to help. Right, Cik Mus? Thank you, Cik Mus. Okay. So next, this you can see last will and testament. Last will. Later I'll tell you all why it's last will. Next will be trust. You have trust property, you have trustee, you have beneficiary, you have all the laws and everything. Okay, so now you'll be focused on these two. Next, we are going to what is the last will and testament. So the last, okay. You can have many. Today you come up with one, tomorrow you come up with another one. The tomorrow ones will supersede. So you have to tear everything out to avoid something happening in the future. You can't like have two wills coming out, it will be contested. The last will will prevail. That's why it's the last. So our advice to you is to tear everything out, your previous will, tear it or shred it, or just burn it. Just like in one copy. Okay? Then what is last will? We have an Act of Parliament to govern it. It's called Wills Act 1959. Under Section 2, put it simple, it's actually the declaration intended by the testator is the one who writes the will. The intention that how he's going to handle or where he wants to pass his estate to. Okay, of course, this upon his death. Will is only effective upon death. Okay, so that's why we have to plan beforehand because once you die, everyone goes to 6 feet under, right? So at 6 feet under, you can't plan anymore. So you have to plan before you die. So how you inherit the property into effect after his death. Then, so why there's a need to have a last will? Of course, there's some benefits to it. Then you will want to have a last will, right? So the advantages. The first one, you can choose your beneficiaries. Maybe you like to give to Asa. You can give to me as well. Okay? You can say you don't want to choose Asa, I don't choose me. You don't want to have a will or you don't set up a trust. We will see later distribution act. Where is your property goes? Okay? Then of course you need to go to the court to apply for the grant of probate. We call it GP. Okay? So then you will know the court will give you a court order, it's called GP. The executor will execute your will. The last will. Also, you can choose the executor to execute your will. You need someone to help you to go and upon the death, you need to settle the debt, your debt, your funeral expenses, and also after that, maybe taxes, okay, LHDN, they need money. So later on, only can distribute out according to your last will, your last wishes. Okay. Then also, the distribution process can be speed up. Without a will, you can't speed up. I mean, you still can, but with the court need to appoint the administrator later. We will see the one without a will. It will take up the time also. Okay, so with the will, it will be faster. But of course, here currently the KPI in High Court is about you need to settle everything in 9 months. So fast, it can be 3 months. Sometimes it can go to 1 year plus. Depends case by case basis. So you don't put KP to say 9 months must finish, Okay, that's general KPI. Also, it can minimize family disputes. I won't say that it won't be contested. It still can be contested. Just that it will minimize the dispute. Okay. Until now, these are the benefits or advantages for last will. Just now KP saying, can we set up a trust for estate planning? Okay. So now we see last will. Okay, I want last will, but can I say that nowadays people are shifting to trust as an estate planning. In the market, you all are listening, oh, family trust, insurance trust, business succession trust, cash trust, maybe. So everyone is shifting to trust. So what is a trust? What is a trust? Okay. This is a simple table. Okay. This is a simple table. You can see 3 parties, settlor, trustee, beneficiaries. In short, for your easy memory, you can say STB. S stands for settlor. The person who set up the trust. Why? He wants to pass his title to certain properties, maybe like cars. Just now, I have distributed a lot of properties, right, to you all, right? Of course, it's a piece of paper, like I can't distribute the thing to you all. So there are some of the properties that you can put into as a trust assets. So they pass, maybe like for example, okay, money. Maybe say, I have 1 million. I want to put into a trust to maybe help upon my death or upon my total permanent disabled, I can help the financial assistance to maybe my sister, my brother. So you can set it up. But of course, you need someone to manage for you, right? So who is that person? That person is the trustee. So the trustee will help you to manage the trust and distribute the trust funds. To who? Of course, to the beneficiaries. The name shows already, beneficiaries, the benefits. He benefits from the trust. That's why he can receive income or any trust capital. Because why there's an income? Because we thought that, he said, estate planning, why there's an income from the trust? Because the trustee has the power to invest under the Trustee Act. They have to invest according to the Act or according to a legal document called trustee. Trustee is the legal document between the trustee and the beneficiaries. Of course, it's upon the wishes of the settlor. So the trustee has to act according to the trustee or accordance to the Act. Okay. So now you understand what trust really. Okay. Then why we shift to trust. Okay. There's advantages because you can distribute in the desired way, in the staggered payment instead of one lump sum like will. Of course, you have to distribute according to triggering events upon your death. Total permanent disable. Protect privacy because grant of probate or LA letter of administration, you can restrict from the High Court when you have the serial number. Okay, this can distribute in private. No one knows, just that your trustee will help you to execute it. Okay, then avoid grant of probate and also save time. So just now, if let's say you are not interested in will, not interested in trust, just I don't want to do anything lah, waste of time, burning kepala. We can not do it. We can die in that state. Means without any planning, without any will, what will happen? You will have a letter of administration. It might take up your time because you need to go to the High Court to apply to appoint an administrator and administer the deceased estate assets. Okay, then you distribute in accordance to the Section 6 of Distribution Act. So I'll give you some examples of the grant of probate and LA. So just pass around. This is the grant of probate, and this is the LA. This is the real sealed copy of the court from High Court. Of course, the name is protected.
Thank you.
IP is protected.
You advice.
You have to return that to me, you know? Okay? You have to return that to me. Okay, next. This is the Section 6 Distribution Act. I have, okay, this one, you can keep it tomorrow. Today have to give it to me first.
Oh.
I have already done the copy for your, how, if let's say you die in that state, what is the portion? Yeah. It's in the paper form.
I mean, I tomorrow next.
Okay, so you can see, you distribute, you can see from the table who benefits the most. Of course, you have only spouse, only parents, only children, they will have your whole estate lah. That's for sure. But if let's say you have a children as a combination, look at it. The children will get the most. 2/3, half. They will sure get the portion first and then the rest to distribute equally. Then you can see, let's say you have a child, you have a parent, you have a spouse, the child will take half. Then the other half will distribute according to the parents and the spouse, another 1/4. Okay, so the child will, but is that your wish? Your wishes, you want it that to be. What happens is, let's say your child is a big spender. One that your spouse or your husband or your parents are a gambler. You want that to happen. Okay. I want you all to think, I'll give you a case study, just think. Mary, as a husband who is addicted to gambling, okay? The son is a big spender. What do you think Mary should do in order to have an estate property plan? Okay. Just ABC lah ha. I won't give you a lot of choices. A, having a last will and testament. Will Mary want to enter into last will and testament?
No.
No, why? Okay.
Then the money will go to the husband and the son who's a big spender.
Yeah. It's a one-shot distribution.
One shot, yeah.
So it's gone. Of course, you need about 9 months to get it up. After 9 months, maybe 1 day, 1 month, they start all over again. Then, how about setting up a trust? Would it better?
Yeah.
Because if let's say this son is a big spender, I can control the financial of this son by every month only giving the 1,000 maybe. Fair enough. Maybe every month he spend about 10,000. I give only 1,000. I think fair enough. Gambling. So we control it. So I think we'll be fine. Do nothing. Who agree with do nothing? No. No, right? Okay, so now I think majority from the floor will be going for trust fees. Agreed, right? Okay. Yeah, yes.
But is it possible for me, if let's say if I want to make a last will, I just go and benefit the husband of the son? Possible, right?
Can, Ms. Linda, you can. But will there be a case or a situation the husband and the son come and challenge it? Because I'm the legally husband,
Yeah.
lawful child. Why you want to give it to me? You still can.
The reason that
Uh,
I still can take the
you
reason.
cannot, as long as when married, that having the last will and testament with the lawyer, you have to prove that you can go to do a medical checkup lah. The condition, the same marriage is a South person. Understand what is written in the last will. When the point she signed, there's a 2 witnesses. Make sure that 2 witnesses is not your beneficiaries in the will. Okay? Then the beneficiary, if I say the beneficiary is the witness, the beneficiary will not get the estate in the will. Okay? You still can, whether the challenge from the son and husband will be successful. The successful rate, that's it. You still can challenge. Have I answered your question, Ms. Mila? Okay, thank you. So next. Any Q&A? Any question to ask before I show you another paper? You don't have question for me, I have question for you. To check and see. Okay, no, just ask you whether it comes to your mind during when I present. Have you ever thought that, can you want to find a lawyer to write the will? Can you? Can write. Can write. But will there be something that you're not sure, like just now I said, beneficiary cannot be witness? Accidentally, you will ask the beneficiary to sign it? Yeah, yes.
How much is the cost to write the will?
How much it cost to write a will, right?
How much will you charge?
Okay. It actually depends on how you want to write a will. Is it the general one, or you want to be very complicated to say that my house A to who, my house B to who, my car A to who, my car C to who, or you want a general one, all my movable and movable properties to
The minimum charges?
the main charges. But it actually all depends. You see how complicated, what process or how you want to write the will. Yeah. It's a bit sensitive that I can tell you what is the professional fee. Okay. So any more questions?
Maybe I got one.
Yeah.
So the trustee can invest. That means my money will multiply or grow.
Can invest, they have power to invest, but have to accordance to the wishes of the settlor.
Okay.
You cannot like say, I have the money, I go invest to public venture, I want to invest to Maybank maybe, or invest to AirAsia. Of course, any investment that the trustee have to go and do, you have to seek some advisors, some legal independence advisors, or some professionals, so that to see that they actually access the peacefully. If not, something happened to the money gone, who should you blame? Definitely the settlor will go and blame the trustee, right? That's why the trustee have to act in good faith and also to seek some advisors. Before, and you show that I actually done in good faith, I already seek some advisors, consult someone, and I invest according to your wishes and accordance to the act. And you should be fine. Should be fine, it's not 100%. Okay, so I'll show you any more questions from the floor? Okay, so see the comparison, a recap and a sum up. You can see from here, last will, trust. The parties, that's why I said, testator, okay, her way, executor, trustee, guardian, maybe you have a minor child, less than 18 or 21, beneficiary or witness. Trust, you have settlor, trustee, beneficiary. Legal document, last will, trustee. Property, any kinds of properties. Effectively upon your death. It's not upon the execution of the trustee. When you're going to distribute, of course you have passed away first. This one, upon the triggering events. Upon your permanent disable or your death. Method of distribution, you have to apply the High Court for grant of probate. And this one, the trust, according to the terms and conditions of the trustee. So, everyone understand about this?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, thank you.
So I'll be running Kitty today. If you got any millions of ringgit, like income for me, help you guys out. Katie, we can discuss later. More than we can for Katie. Okay, it's 10:30, 10:32 around. It's a short break time. May I suggest the next group of people, if you are using the audio and you are using a converter, that you take this time to come and test it out. Okay? I can even show you the PA system. There is a mute function so that it will prevent any distraction. Of course, we want to protect the speaker that the hotel has provided for us. Okay? So we'll take a short break. Sorry, Mr. Fawzan. What time will you be back?
20 minutes, yeah.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so at 10:50-ish.
Yeah.
10:50-ish will come back. Okay, let's take a short break.
Start presentation sooner.